Today I'm testing this M-Volt radio, which is around $30, and it covers 10 kilohertz to 180 megahertz, courtesy of Banggood. Let's get started. Oh, and by the way, stand by until the end of the video to find out how you can enter a raffle to win this exact unit. It arrives in a plain box, and let's go ahead and open it. And it comes with a little quick mini start manual and the basic function configuration. In addition to that, there is a directional antenna, which is basically an antenna which is connected or soldered rather to an SMA connector, and this will be going on top of the unit. Here's the unit itself. I did already kind of look at it, but let's rip this off and make it official. And I'll go over the unit in 1 minute in a little more detail. So basically what you see here is what you get. The radio itself, charger, antenna, and a little mini quick start guide. So let's go over the radio itself. I already charged the unit, so it's at 100%. You basically attach the antenna on top. Easy SMA, don't over tighten it, as it may cause some problems if you do. There is a power button on the side. USB charger connector is on the top, which I'm assuming is also used for the firmware updates. This one is a newer model and actually has a headphone connector, which is new. My understanding is the older unit either didn't have it or didn't have a headphone preamp in it. So this should be a little nicer to listen to using a headphone. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And here we are. I was trying to see if I can receive anything on the ham radio bands, and this is actually the FT8 frequency on 20 meters. But this radio actually does quite a bit more. You navigate it by tapping this multifunction button here. Right now it's on volume. You can go to mode, band, and let me just go the other way actually. Band, volume, mode, and I'll go over some of these features here. This is my second time looking at it too. Brightness, which is definitely useful. Calibration, as you probably saw it there. Amongst a bunch of other things. Now, for the record, this radio does not come with a manual, so you're kind of on your own. There are some things online. This is the M-Volt branded version, by the way. So as you can see, here is the mini quick start manual. One thing I do want to point out is it does indicate 150 kilohertz to 30 megahertz on here. While the antenna says 10 kilohertz to 30 megahertz, Quick Start manual is actually correct. The antenna range seems to be a little bit wider versus the actual receiver range, which is still amazingly good for the price point. And I'm very pleasantly surprised by how well this little radio performs. The working modes, or just modes if you will, are FM, AM, lower sideband, upper sideband, which is perfect for everyday radio listening as well as using it as a portable ham radio receiver. And of course it could be used for shortwave listening too, but you probably want to upgrade the antenna, and also receives CB radio, which I was not successful in receiving anything locally, but I also am aware that there's not much CB radio activity in my area. So you could use this with an external antenna as well, and I think you'll be surprised by how well it will work. And of course, here's the flip side of the card. This goes over basically all the features, and like I said, it's as good as you're going to get as far as a manual. So you select on the left the menu item. This was volume, for example. and it gets fairly loud. I don't know if we need to go that loud on this, but you get the idea. And as you can probably see, here you can select the modes: AM, USB, FM, and basically allowing you to listen in on the ham bands. So USB and LSB are pretty much where what you'll be using if you're using this as a ham radio operator. I'm going to go to bend, and it is right now on 20 meters, which is pretty much what you would expect based on the display. And I'm kind of just going to go around. Also, it has the CB frequencies, which you may or may not see a lot of activity. CB is generally AM mode. And I'm going to look at the broadcast. Here we're picking up something on 10 meters. And this is one of our local channels. The unit does pick up, obviously, FM. I'm going to lower this so I don't get a copyright ding because of the music playing. I think YouTube has a limit of like 10 seconds. I'm going to lower the volume to 0. I am recording this on the day that Ozzy Osbourne passed away, so pretty much every station is playing Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath songs, which is not a big surprise given what happened and what an idol he was. But going back to the radio, this is the FM strength indicator. This is the FM mode. Strength indicator is on the right side, and here you kind of see a summary of everything. And this is a station called The Bone, so it does actually read the digital data off of the transmission. And this is again 107.7 The Bone, and looks like for the most part it's getting it right. I'm indoors with metal siding, so God only knows how much of this is actually getting through, though it sounded pretty good when I had it on for a second. It's in medium wave. And let's tune around until we get something. And looks like there is some activity. The button, basically, as I said, multifunction. Here it allows you to tune around. And this is the AM broadcast band. I'm not going to put the volume up because, again, I don't want to get a copyright ding. But essentially, I just scanned through it. I saw a couple of peaks, so there's definitely some activity. They picked it up, and the mode is AM. You can adjust the step and bandwidth, of course. There's a mute, attenuation, and gain control. So it's quite a powerful little device. Here's an example of a radio station that I am receiving, and this demonstrates the directionality of the antenna. If you're looking at the power meter, you can definitely tell certain directions are stronger than others. Now, I am indoors, so that does make a difference quite a bit. Outdoors, this unit would perform probably 10 times better. Battery indicator with the voltage is right here on top, and all the essential information, including an S meter, is always displayed here. Again, to get into the menu, you just tap this button, and pretty straightforward. $30 or so that this retails. It's actually quite a deal. And for those who are wondering what's inside this unit, I have actually decided to take it apart. If you open it up, you will find basically very simple components. You got the speaker right here, which actually is surprisingly loud for the size. This is the lithium-ion battery, rechargeable, connected to the main circuit board, which has the chip, which I mentioned earlier, that essentially is the brains of the operation here. And let me turn this upside down. You get a better view. And this in turn is connected to to the battery and the speaker. In the front there's an LCD panel which is connected by a ribbon cable. I'll show you in a minute. USB-C connector, headphone jack, and the SMA connector for the antenna, and a couple of additional components, surface mount, as well as the on-off switch. Very, very simple, which actually explains the low price point, but it does work. The front, you can remove this knob very easily, and you can pop off the front, and essentially what you get is the LCD panel, which is glued to the front, connected with a ribbon cable to the back side of the circuit board, and a multi-function rotary switch. Really not that much to it. My overall impression of this product is actually surprisingly good, and to be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect. For the price point, it is a really good value, and it appears to be pretty well made. I do want to point out this was sent to me for free via banggood.com, and here's a link that you can use if you'd like to purchase it. I will also include this link below in the description. If you're interested in getting this device, I suggest you go to w6aer.com/giveaway, and I'll be doing a raffle giving away this exact unit which I received from Banggood. All you have to do is enter, perform any of the tasks listed, and there is a drawing at the end of the month. And if you cannot wait that long, or if you think your odds are not that good, you can also go ahead and purchase this unit. I do have an affiliate link. You can visit banggood.com, and using the code below, or rather the link below, you can go ahead and get a nice discount on the unit. Additionally, if you want to support this channel, please visit amazon.com/shop/MaximumRF. I will leave the link below as well. Anytime you purchase from here, it helps support this channel, and as well as the website actually. Also, feel free to visit any of our other affiliates and sponsors. It'd be really appreciated. And if interested, my book is still available on amazon.com as well as dxengineering.com. See the links below. It is available in Kindle, paperback, hardcover, and now also in audiobook.